Alrighty, chat. How's it going? We got a Chris, we got a Nightwolf, we got an Allie. How are you all doing this fine Tuesday? Tuesday. It is Tuesday. How are you doing this fine Tuesday evening? It's almost Wednesday for some of you. It's Tuesday, isn't it? Very true. Very true. Making sure to take my legally prescribed drugs. I'm doing well, Nightwolf. Had a busy day at work, but that's nothing new. Whoa. Other than that, though, yeah, no, I'm doing well. Played some Final Fantasy 15 yesterday. I'm like basically at the end of chapter 1. All I need to do is actually like end the chapter, and that's it. Almost at the end of Trails in the Sky. Let's go. You're playing the remake, right, Nightwolf? Either way, though, let's go. Let's go. The trails never end. That is true. Why is there no... Oh, right. I muted the game because I did some... excuse me. Some money grinding this morning. And I forgot to unmute the game. That's better. Also, is that Lucrezia there? That looks like Lucrezia there. And of course, she's in a... No? Not at all? But yeah, I did a bit of money grinding. I now have $47,000. It's Anya's mom. Right. I don't have any more S tokens, but I did get enough.
Let me know if you need
to
anything,
get
okay?
Everything. One of all of these, all of the background musics, all of them.
Thanks a bundle.
Do I hate the garden yet? No. No, not really, no. I've done every floor 3 times plus each. And then, like I said, I got all the costumes because of course I did. We got everybody's swimsuits. Anybody in the Discord probably saw that I already posted somebody's swimsuit. Yes, please. What was I saying? Is my bathroom okay? No, it is not. Let's get going, shall we? I need to be able to find the spring somewhere. Blame Crimson. You know what? That sounds like a great idea, Chris. He's not here yet, so we can blame him all we want. Oh, there he is. It's all your fault, Crimson. The other Crimson. Yes. Obviously. Map. Is that supposed to be below me? Oh no, it is. I do just have to talk to these guys. Hey, it's Esmeralda, aka Essie.
Oh, hello, Katra. And hello to you too, everyone. I had a feeling we'd cross paths if I waited around long enough.
That you did. Well, look who it is. Another one of Professor Hamilton's students. Long time no see. I guess Katra did mention that you had travel plans coming up. It's some coincidence that we wound up at the same place, though. Even I was blindsided. You should have brought it up beforehand.
I thought it'd be more fun to catch you off guard. And I couldn't have been more right.
That is true.
But you know, I ended up stumbling into a surprise reunion of my own, too.
Who else is here? Yeah, I noticed you had a familiar face at the table. Bill Tosend?
We meet again, Arkwright Solutions. Apparently, taking a trip here was a more popular idea than I'd hoped.
I greeted you earlier, Crimson. I suppose I didn't actually say hi. I did blame you, though. That's basically the same thing as saying hi, Crimson.
Just don't go raising too much of a fuss during your stay.
Doesn't blame you for something you didn't do. Nonsense.
It took me forever to get this sabbatical, and there'll be hell to pay if you ruin it.
Oh, was it a sabbatical? But during the last board meeting...
That's none of their business.
I don't think there's much reason to hide things at this point, Mr. Tosend. There wasn't much fanfare, but the Tyrell Times already put out a short piece on you. You started a new anime? What are you watching, Crimson? It said that as of this year, you've been dismissed from your position as the CEO of the Vern Company. Does Crimson hate you? I don't know. Crimson, do you hate Chris? Actually, probably Chris. Everybody hates Chris. I'm not familiar with the actual minutes of that board meeting. And probably minutes there. But I do know the change was prompted by last year's incident with Professor Calhand. I'm sorry, Chris. It's true. You finished the second chapter of Octopath Traveler 0. Nice, nice. That's right. The blame fell right on my shoulders. Giscard and the others were opposed to my termination, saying it was inexcusable for me to leave without accountability for what had happened. That little so-and-so just had to meddle in things. Oh, Witch Hat Atelier? I've heard of that. I've heard it's really good. It seems good. I need to give it a try, but I haven't yet. So, someone buttered in and ousted him, eh? Could it be... I wonder. What does it matter anymore? I've hit rock bottom in record time. That's the thanks I get for the countless ordeals surmounted by my tenure, despite all the pressures I face on every front. Years of blood, sweat, and tears, and what do I have to show for it? He isn't taking this very well. Yeah, that's his 4th pint tonight. He's been here for less than an hour. I'm kind of the DD at this point. Feels like less of a vacation, more of a pity party. I can't help but sympathize for him a bit. In a way, Mr. Tosend's part of the reason I got where I am. Aw, don't let it keep you down. Remember, all of us came here to enjoy ourselves. Why don't I pour you a drink? Would you like another beer, Mr. Ex-CEO? You're doing this on purpose now, aren't you, Esmeralda? I'm sure SE doesn't mean anything by it. Well, you reap what you sow. Let's just give him some space for now. You just love anime that uses magic and builds it into a whole complex power system? You know what? That's fair. That's fair. BK's doing a collab with Mandalorian? Esmeralda let out a lukewarm... Esmeralda lent a lukewarm ear as Tosend let out his grievances. That makes a little more sense. I thought it was saying she lent out a lukewarm ear. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. She then proceeded to slip away at the first opportunity once he'd settled down enough. I'll go get you another one. Never returns. Where's my other beer? Yo, what's up, Aaron? What's up, Swin? I only swim freestyle. Not only is it the most energy efficient, but it's also the fastest. Personally, I prefer the butterfly. I was a freestyler in high school. By which I mean I swam freestyle. I did do swim in high school, chat. Really gives me a chance to show off all my muscles. Don't forget the breaststroke. Maybe it's a little slow in comparison, but it's the beginner's go-to for a reason. You prefer the air, Chris? Dang. And since it keeps your head out of the water, you can keep an eye on all your surroundings. Lifeguards use it all the time. Zero says doggy paddle is the best. He can swim? Well, we did make sure to waterproof him. You know what? That does check out that they would waterproof the dog. Okay, Van? What does your truck have to say as a side quest? That's the detailed MK terminal I had installed on my pickup truck. Got it during my last round of modifications. Now that we can access the Mirhen Garten just about any time we want. Ignore mail? Let's have a look-see. From another big in the garden, the Salamanticore. Mind taking care of it? You can use the terminal in your truck to get the job done. Thank you, thank you. Oh, cool. Monster extermination request inside the garden, huh? Looks like it got sent to Anya's and the others, too. Yeesh. They sure are making good use of this. Sure. Let's go after the target in the garden. Oh, I'm surprised it has us in this party instead of my garden party. Oh, probably because I can't access all of my garden party. I also cannot take Van out of my party. Lovely. Even though I really want to. I guess we'll just have to live with partial party for now. Yeah, 3 out of 4 party members ain't too bad. It's like he's the main character or something. Yeah, Chris. I don't get it myself, but
Taking point.
fearsome foes prowling around.
Deploying shards.
We're doing good.
A turkey! It's been a year? Holy cow! That feels like it's way too long. Not way too long for you to be subscribed, but it feels like it's way too long for me to be doing this. In general. Thank you very much. How are you doing this evening, Atarki? Let me guess. You have no games picked for free day games, even though you now have 6 available. You have 6 free day games available and you haven't picked one.
Keep it up, it's working.
They are saving until eventually they're just gonna pick like 20 games all at the same time.
Silvery. Roll. Swim.
Make him play Ruby. I guess there is a video game based on Ruby, isn't there? I forgot about that.
Diver! You got this, Van.
Yeah, Grim Eclipse, that's what it's called. And Arrowfell. Okay. Didn't know about the second one, like at all. I knew about Grim Eclipse, but I forgot about it.
All you on, yes.
You had music made by the crew for it.
We should go on the attack. There.
It's up to you, Agnes.
Hello, Jabberwock Arm. Haven't seen you in a while. Takes place during Volume 7. Ah. I don't remember how far I got in Ruby. I know I didn't finish it. Which, feels bad for me, but it's true, I didn't.
Wings, guide me. Knights of Asteria.
Is that gonna be finishing them all off? Yeah, good job, Elaine. You like Elaine's coat? She does have a very nice coat.
Still a ways to go.
Ooh, Zoom Blitz has been upgraded to Zoom Blitz Dose. Found Hellfire
I hope I was
verse.
of assistance.
Mira deposit confirmed.
$5,000. Thank you, thank you. Can I get level 5 Chaos? No. Chat, I wanted level 5 Chaos. They didn't give me level 5 Chaos. How dare they not give me level 5 Chaos? Where's Rosette? Not currently in my party, Nightwolf, sorry.
Then let's head over.
In the mines? True. Well, guess what, Nightwolf? When you stream this game, you can put Rosette in your party as much as you want. I've got my wonderful Elaine. And a couple of other people that I don't really care about. But I've got Elaine. Oh, nope, I do go down. You already did that? Well, stop complaining then. Oh, hey, there she is.
Huh. I never realized it before. But this whole sunbathing thing feels pretty darn good.
What are you doing here, Shizuna?
Doesn't it, though?
I knew it was Lucrezia.
Clear skies above us, the deep blue sea before us. Ah, there's no better place to be.
Yeah, fan service in my anime game, Chris? How dare they?
Although even with summer a ways away, there's still the hassle of keeping my skin uncharred. I really should have put in a request with the 13 factories for some sunscreen.
More likely than you think. It's true, Darky. Just, what do you think you're doing? Hey, look who's late to the party. Barely a week since the dazzling city and we're already bumping into each other again. As for your question, we're getting a jump start on our rest and relaxation. Why don't you take a sweet... Blah. Let's try that again. Why don't you take a seat and join us? Company makes leisure on all the sweeter, you know. Those two couldn't look more relaxed if they tried. We, appreciate the offer. Even despite your prior cooperation, this is still rather presumptuous. I'd tell you to go ahead and live it up if I thought you were actually off duty. But that ain't the case, is it? My, aren't we leery today? Ignore the fact that I'm taking screenshots. Naturally, I didn't come to Nemeth Island for the scenery. But I'm simply not in the mood for business, so... Instead, I'm playing Truant for a spell. That is a huge bottle. That is... It's perspective. It's not actually that big. It's just forced perspective. It looks big. Me and the little princess here stumbled into each other by pure chance. That's right. Technically, I'm here for work too. But the thing is, I've always wanted to take a real, honest-to-goodness vacation. Damn, they changed the perspective and it's still big. Fuck, you guys are right. So, Lucrezia has been giving me a crash course in the ins and outs of resorting. I tell ya, ditching Kuragane and them to drop in early paid off in spades. Hikaruga's got their work cut out for them. Still, I appreciate you being upfront. If nothing else, you aren't planning to make a move right this instant. That would be correct. As far as work goes, at least. You can bet I'm gonna enjoy the heck out of everything this place has to offer, though. Anyway, you guys must have a special reason for being on Nemeth too, right? What makes you think that? The only urgent task on our schedule is to let our hair down like anyone else. Really now? From where I'm sitting, you seem pretty keen on combing every nook and cranny of this island. Yeah, we just gotta do that. This is vacation, mind, so I do hope we can all get along. Yeah, well, that depends on you. Don't get in our way and everything will be just peachy! Except of course for the fact that every single morning, my mother made me a big old bowl of sauerkraut for breakfast. I'm gonna stop singing Albuquerque. Suppose we'll just have to wait and see. Oh, by the way, I was thinking of trying out this volleyball thing. You guys up for a little game later? As long as I don't get too invested, I think I can keep from accidentally breaking any arms. If I wasn't already gonna refuse, I sure as hell am now. Good grief, we better keep an eye on those two. Yes, you better. Cannot walk through the volleyball. Cannot phase through solid matter. What the heck, video game? Is this not the video game that lets you phase through solid matter? Oh, it's not? Okay. Can't go this way. I'm guessing we can only go take the one entrance to the other side of the islands. But I'm still gonna look. Yeah. Only the one path.
Oh, an arbor. Seems like a good place to stop and relax for a minute.
It's a gondola. Which, despite what that one D&D thread may have you believe, is not a type of monster.
Ain't nothing more refreshing than the good old sea breeze. Makes me pleased as punch.
Pleased as punch. Is that even in vogue these days?
This is Van you're talking to, Elaine. It doesn't matter. He's gonna say what he wants to say. Hey, Judith. Oh, hey, Nina. Whoa. Now there's a surprise. Is that Nina and Mom? Looks like Judith's with them, too. They must be filming something here. Why don't we go and have a talk with them? Yeah, good idea. Hey there. Wasn't expecting to run into you guys all the way out here. Oh, hello. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Van! And you brought the rest of the crew along too.
We sure did. Elaine and Van better get married by the end or else, right? Actually, Judith only just arrived as well. I'm so happy to see you all again. Yeah, I'm glad to see you too, if a bit surprised. Did you know about this? As if. I'm just as shocked as you are. I'd heard they were going to be filming on an island soon, but I didn't think it would be Nemeth Island. Did you run into some kind of trouble or something? Well, about that. You see, the island we had reserved was struck by some pretty terrible weather. We were forced to move to our backup location, which was here on Nemeth Island. We'd only arrived a few hours ago. I imagine not long before you did. I see. Sounds like you've been on a pretty wild ride. I guess now I'm just confused about why you guys aren't filming already. Ah, yes, well, we meant to head a little ways beyond this tunnel, but there appear to be a few monsters prowling around. Monsters? Didn't they say there shouldn't be any monsters around the sightseeing areas? We don't quite understand why they're here either. It's also strange. Actually, we were just thinking about heading back to the villa to inform someone of the situation. So, you were just getting ready to turn in for the day, huh? Yes, that's what we were discussing when you arrived. Must say, you have impeccable timing. I think a few able-bodied youngsters are just who we need to save us from this mess. I'm very tempted to ask you all for your help. What say you, Nina? Well, I don't see why not. Sounds like you're saying you got a 4 SPG for us. I do understand that this comes at a rather inopportune time with you being on vacation and all. However, all you'd have to do is escort us from here to the ruins just beyond the tunnel. Then from there, we just need you to keep us safe while we scout the area and begin filming. Ruins, huh? Now that you mention it, I think I saw something about them in the tour booklet. I heard they're gorgeous. It'd be such a shame if we had to miss out on seeing them after coming all this way. We're already pushing our schedule as it is by switching islands. And with the weather being so pleasant at the moment, this might be our best opportunity to capture the scene Mr. Lamb and I had in mind. You two always seem so level-headed on the outside. You just get caught up on some really particular things, you know. So, what's the plan? Do you mind if we help them out? As a bracer, it is my duty to give them a hand. If you won't take their request, the guild will. Good grief. Guess I don't have much of a choice in the matter. We were just taking a look around the island anyway. Alright, we'll go ahead and take care of those monsters for you. Thank you all so much. Well, it might not be my usual sort of job, but my inner film freak just won't shut up until I said yes. Words aren't enough to express my gratitude. Anyway, I'd like to be off as soon as you're ready. Do you have everything you need? Let me see here. Are you okay to escort them? I'm gonna wait just a little bit. Actually, could you give us just a little more time? There's a few things I'd like to prep. Of course. Our request was incredibly sudden after all. We'll be waiting here until you get back. Also, hold on. Did I... Oh, I did. Not this one. This one. There we go. Now we can throw her back at long hair. I wanted to come and see this before I went to the other side of that tunnel. Guess it's off limits to visitors from here on. Everything past this fence must not be developed yet. See, the pavement even tapers off a little ways down. Damn, though. Didn't the manager at the villa say this was only a third of Nemeth? He did. This island really is large. Exploring the parts open to tourists alone would take a decent amount of legwork. Remember the invitation, though. If we're supposed to find something, the other side of this gate is our best bet. My nose is definitely picking up on something. I just don't know what yet. This fence wouldn't be too hard to jump if it comes down to it. Speaking as a bracer, I'd call it justifiable given the circumstances. Actually, let's hold off for today. Our hands are full enough as it is, and we don't have a clue as to what he's got in store for us. Better to play it safe and stick to the places in reach. Agreed. Do I think I can figure out... No, I know that those are both actual shops. Is there anywhere that strikes me as a potential spa? Probably on the other side of the gate, then. Can I go this way? No. Of course not. Okay. I just had a small cutscene I wanted to trigger before I came and helped you guys. I'd like to be off as soon as you're ready. Yes, we are ready now. Yeah, we're all prepped and ready to go. We'll start by making sure the vicinity is secured. Lamb, you and the others wait here for our signal. We'll let you know when the coast is clear. Understood. Actually, is there any chance you'd be willing to let me tag along? No! What? I'd like to get a better understanding of the area for the film. Okay, sure. Just stay behind us whenever we're in the middle of fighting. Deal? Thank you. I'll try my best not to cause any headaches. Nina, you and the rest of the crew follow once we've made sure it's safe. Yes, sir. Mr. Lamb, do you think it'd be alright if I went along too? Why? You are civilians. We should clear the area before you come. Nina? There could be all kinds of monsters out there. What would we do if one of our main stars got hurt? Just leave this one to us, okay? Pot, meet kettle. You sure seem raring to go all of a sudden. If the goal is to avoid injury to our actresses, then I think you should sit this one out as well, Miss Judith. Oh, well, maybe? But I've done loads of training for action movies. Really, there's no need to worry about me. She's got to be the worst liar I've ever met. I'd like to pick up a few moves from Judith. Otherwise, my career won't be able to keep up with hers. I don't want to I don't want to miss my chance to learn from what she's picked up over the years. Please let me go with them, Mr. Lamb. Oh, Nina. How could I ever say no to you? Sure, whatever. I'm sure you would have just come along either way. Thank you so much. Sorry for all the trouble. Don't worry about it. I'm a Spriggan. My word is my bond. We'll make sure she stays in one piece. Alright then. Let's get a move on, people.
Well, we're on the clock now.
That we are. Arkride Security. Which party members will accompany Van and Judith? I still cannot pick Ren or Shizuna, despite the fact that I know they're both here. Elaine Añez seems like a pretty good combo. Also, I like how Van is the lowest level of this group. I'm guessing that probably means that party members that are not in your active party don't gain experience. It's so bright out here. My eyes are having a hard time adjusting. Going through that tunnel had me feeling a bit like an explorer. Wow, was that... Did I just miss the last two words, or was it just not there? Alright, let's start heading to the ruins. There's so much more nature around here. Yeah, no kidding. By the way, I was only able to catch a quick glance earlier, but the ruins seem pretty far off. It's just like Lamb said, we're gonna be fighting off monsters the whole way. We should be on guard for sure. Going forward. Yeah, got a feeling there's gonna be more of them the closer we get, too. Let's make sure we keep our eyes peeled.
Much better.
Alrighty, time to start fighting things, chat.
This is it. They're down. Now, let's close in on them. Do you mind, Elaine? I'll be quick. There.
Beautiful.
Sure thing. Light your toe.
And I'm not just talking about Elaine when I say that. Though she is also beautiful. Oh.
I won't stop here.
Shadow Acceleration. Innocent Heal's been upgraded to Innocent Heal 2. Wonderful. Wonderful.
I'm on it. Let's finish this now. You can get the jump if we act now.
That probably just kills it. Perfect.
That fight felt pretty good. That was pretty good. They flamed out. Let's close in on them. They flamed.
Should probably see what level these guys even are. 32? I mean, you know what?
You mind, Elaine? I'll be quick.
That ain't too bad.
Keep it up. Sure thing. Light your toe. Cut the dark. That fight felt pretty good.
Hey, don't burn yourself out, Elaine.
I mean, Van gets a bit of experience here.
There. This is it. Next, show me what you've got.
Have some more.
On my blade,
Oh,
I'll
come on.
never lose. That was pretty
Open the
good.
chest. Thank you. I love being like a pixel away from what you're supposed to be doing.
Now, let's finish the job.
On my blade, I'll never lose. You fought wonderfully, Elaine. They're down. You can get the jump if they act now.
Don't stop now,
I'll be
Elaine.
quick.
Should I switch these people into regular costumes during this segment?
You're crushed.
Nah.
Judith!
Sucker!
Finish him, Van! That's it.
Nice.
I I didn't make the
Thanks for
decision
helping,
for them
Van.
to be out here wearing their
I smell
casual clothes.
treasure.
They did. Citrine ring. I didn't actually read what it did.
We can get the job done right now. Please,
Got it. It's over. You're crushed.
cut the dart.
Or else what?
That fight felt pretty good.
Hey,
Excellent
don't burn
question
yourself
there,
out, Lorraine.
Chris. If they don't get married by the end of this game, I will be very sad. My goodness, you were right, Van. There's so many of them. And the one on top looks to be the more formidable than the rest. Guessing it was trying to expand its territory. Probably drew in all the smaller ones while making a nest. We should focus on bringing it down then, correct? Yeah, it's basically the core of the whole flock. All the little ones should run off once it's gone. That said, we still might have a scuffle or two on the way over. This could be dangerous for you and Nina, Lamb. Make sure you keep your distance. Right, I understand. Please be careful out there, Judith. Don't you worry about me. I'll show you raw action like you've never seen. Maybe you could have phrased that better, but, you know.
Chance.
Can we...
Over here. All for you. Your turn, Judith.
I don't know what I'm trying... The game won't let me transform into Grimcat. Because there are people with us. Goku Grimcat cannot be used currently. You know what? That actual smart thinking on the game's part.
Going on.
I was gonna wonder how is Nina gonna react if we use Go-Go Grimcat here. We can't. That's how.
We should go on the attack.
Got you covered.
You're not getting away. Now or never.
We can, however, just throw our calling cards and then use Grim Knight Waltz, which involves transforming into Grimcat as part of the attack.
Now for the climax. Grim Knight Waltz. Finish him, Van.
Brace yourself.
Immersion ruined. Yep. 0 out of 10 video game.
Vandalize rain.
Oh. That's okay. Maybe Nina was looking the wrong direction. She didn't see it. She also didn't notice that Judith summoned entire buildings for the sake of doing that S-craft. Sheesh. Those bastards were a lot tougher than I thought. Well, I thought you performed rather magnificently. Gotti told me about your feats, but seeing you in action was much more impressive. You know, I thought I'd finally gotten comfortable with action sequences, but Judith really is on a whole nother level. All those hours of training really paid off. Aw, aren't you sweet? But flattery will get you nowhere. Well, that should have been the ringleader. Now we just have to make sure the rest bug off. It appears your predictions were correct. We should at least still go around, make sure there's nobody else. Grab the lost treasure chest that I didn't grab because it forced me into the battle before I was ready. Okay, the area should be good for filming now. Just remember to keep your guard up. I guess all that's left is to go back and grab the film crew. Hi DJ, how are you doing tonight? Let's split up. 2 of us can stay here with Nina and Lamb, and the other 2 can bring the crew over. Got it. I'll do my best to help. While staying mindful of any remaining monsters, the film crew was quickly escorted to the ruins. Once they began setting up their equipment, Lam began scoping the area for scenic filming locations. Before long, shooting was underway. Alright, this place should be safe for a while now. Why don't we get back to what we were doing before? Right, we were investigating the island. Well, since we're already here, I say we just start with the ruins. I mean, that altar's been bugging me ever since we arrived. Almost looks like it could have been made by animists from prehistoric times. I'm guessing this whole place was something like a funeral hall in its day. I agree. Especially considering how big it is. Whatever religion it was for must have had a lot of followers. You might be right. Van's group proceeded to check the altar for any clues. However, they were unable to find anything else about it. There were also no signs of anyone having visited the area recently. Guess that's about the best we can expect for now. Wonder how filming's going. You're doing good. Good to hear. How goes your own nightmare run, DJ? Already done investigating, are you? Oh, speak of the devil. Didn't you only just start filming? Is everything okay? Oh, we're fine. In fact, we managed to get all the shots we needed on the very first takes. We were just about to take a little break before heading back up to the villa. You finished the prologue? Nice, nice. Have you had to do any resets yet? Or have you just been blasting through so far? I feel a bit bad that we had managed to wrap up so quickly, and after all the trouble you went to in bringing us here. Not yet? Nice. You finished Chapter 7 of SC today? Wonderful. Good job, Chris. Wow, Crimson, rude. Heh. You got your shots in a single take? Way to go, Nina. Guess this means I gotta step up my game, huh? It's no big deal. I'm glad you were able to get the shots in you need. At any rate, we're pretty much done with all our business around here, too. Why don't we just escort you back? Is that alright with you, Lamb? Well, I would hate to be a bother, but if you're willing, I certainly would appreciate it. Oh. Nina? Hey, Nina, come on, you're gonna get left behind if you don't hurry. Coming. Sorry, I'll be right there. Chris has to get that receipt? What, that you... I get you, Crimson. You two can sort that out yourselves. And so, Van's group led Nina, Lamb, and their film crew back to the villa. On their way back, Lamb, having vested interest in Spriggans, took the opportunity to interrogate Van about his work. Van, kindly enough, decided to offer the man a smidgen of insight into his day-to-day affairs, while omitting anything incriminating, of course. However, just as his account began to gain momentum, the group finally managed to arrive back at the villa safe and sound. And the treasure chest that they forgot about remains forgotten about. I appreciate you indulging my interest. Of course, Gaudy's spoken about you and your team in the past, but it's far more interesting to hear your stories from the Spriggan himself. It's almost as if you're a small cog set between our everyday society and the criminal underworld. Even if you're just a single piece of the greater machine, the gears would inevitably snag without you. I don't think I'm all that important. But hey, if it sounds like something you want to work into your next film, be my guest. Well, I'll certainly think on it. Anyway, we've taken up enough of your time as it is. Why don't we wrap things up here? Yes, I agree. We'll be heading back now. Thank you again for all your help. We plan to stay for a few nights. If you find yourselves free at any point, I'd love to spend some more time together. Ooh, chat, is Nina hitting on us? Sure, let's see what we can do. Not every day you get to hang out with a famous actress. And what am I, chopped lip? That is true. Yeah, you're different. You're a real piece of work, you know that. I'll remember this when you come begging me for an autograph, jerk. I've seen you naked. You're not supposed to reveal that. I see you've gotten quite comfortable with their group, Judith. Honestly, I'm almost jealous. She's gotten very comfortable with us. Okay, I think I've got a pretty good feel for the island now. Some of the others seem raring to goof off, though. Maybe it's about time we all took a
day's
break.
Work.
Reward deposited.
What about Nadia's autograph? Nadia is not a famous actress, Crimson. Sorry. That she's totally not gonna sell. True. Huh. Getting a call from the villa. Hello, everyone. Forgive me for interrupting your vacation. No worries, what's up? We just wanted to inform you that preparations for today's special activities are complete. I will be providing additional details in the lobby, so do stop by if you find the time. That I remember now, Crimson. I thought you were talking about getting Nadia's autograph. I'm like, unfortunately for her, she is not famous enough for people to want her autograph. Special activities at a luxury resort? Sounds like a winning formula. Guess we may as well drop in and see what they're all about. I look forward to your arrival then. But first, please tell me that the barricades are all gone. Can we get over these barriers?
Looks like we can go this way too. I wonder what's over here.
Oh wait, no, that wasn't even where the barrier was. This is where the barrier was. We got over the barrier, chat.
I smell treasure.
I'm on it.
Yes, Kreese?
This is it.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Chloe is on the upper hand. Elaine, I'll be quick. There, they're down. Please. Okay. 5-11. A chance.
They are everywhere on this island. Good to know.
Let's finish. It should be safe for now.
Are they back here on the enemy side of the island? I doubt it. I doubt they would put shards back here, but on the main resort side of the island, I can see it. The heck is that? Oh! He got a we got a thingy. I forgot that Zeros can do that now.
Ooh, this looks like a good fishing spot.
I did go fishing last time,
I'll give this a try.
but there might be new fish over on this side. Where's the actual... That's the one that Van was talking
I'll
about.
give this a try. A bite.
Oh, shit. There we go.
I got one.
That's... I've already caught in one of those. Game, you're supposed to give me new fish.
A bite. I got one.
I think that one's new. There we go. Change my bait. I have used up all of my dumplings. Tragically. Yo, 300 shard tokens. I will gladly take those. Gotta use better clickbait. Dang, you right, Chris. You right. I do wish I could just leave it turned on, but ooh. Diggy diggies. That's $3,000, chat.
I'll give this a try.
Oh, we've already got everything there.
There are some small islands off that direction. The ocean's so clear and beautiful.
Gotta say, it sure does make for a pretty picture.
Yeah. If only we had access to Vivi in this game, chat, we could take a picture for her. Sounds like you when you title your YouTube shorts trying to think of a good title. You know what? That is fair. I don't make YouTube shorts often enough. Make sure you do a lot of exclamation point. Yeah, that is true. That is true. That is the best way to do it. I can't believe we caught this fish. Your titles also have to be, like, vague enough that people click on it just to figure out what you're talking about. Worst case scenario, you just straight up lie. Oh shit, no, no. Hello everyone, thank you for coming. Hey, you said you had more info on those activities you got planned. Yes, everything's all set, so you can participate at your earliest convenience. First off, at the beach, you'll find one of our staff members stationed near an orbital boat. Speak with him and he can take you parasailing over to the ocean waters near the island. Secondly, we have a convertible on the premises for taking sightseeing trips around Nemeth. You're welcome to rent it out for a drive whenever you wish. We have another special activity arranged for this evening as well, so I do hope you'll look forward to it. Damn, really putting the luxury in Luxury Resort. Guess this wouldn't be much of a trip if we didn't let our hair down a little. I'll admit, being tense all the time isn't exactly healthy. A bit of relaxation should do us good. Driving a car, what is this, FF15, right, Chris? This is my first time being somewhere like this outside of work, so you can bet I'll milk it for all it's worth. Just thinking of this as an Arkwright Solutions company retreat, it has me excited already. Alright then, let's take some time off and enjoy ourselves. Within reason. We can save the brain worker afterwards. Spending time with the usual crew is a given, but might be nice to reach out to some of the others too. Maybe! Nemeth island activities and Connect events are now available. You can enjoy a variety of activities with friends on Nemeth Island. Places with activities will be marked with a yellow exclamation point. You can play as long as you have points available. There are also some activities available at night as well. Will we get new points at night, or will we have to use the same points? Use Connect points to see connection events for particular characters. Select your character of choice from connections in the to-do list, then spend 1 point to see an event. To advance the main story, select Call It a Day from the travel menu. Hey, just popping in with an update from Marduk support. Further analysis has revealed a new floor of the Mercan Gartan. Go and check it out when you get a chance, okay? You got it, Maribel. 6th floor has been added. All that, and we finally collected the thing. Chris doesn't like the gardens. The Gartan. So many shards.
Ooh, this looks like a good fishing spot.
Oh, hi Rosette. You like connection, or you want to do connection events? Or do you want them to go away too, Chris? Sheesh. You look like you're really enjoying the beach, aren't you? The situation doesn't really allow us to relax, but it would be great to lie down for a while. The sun's rays are indeed pleasant, as are the sounds of waves mingling with the laughter of the other visitors. This would make for quite a delightful vacation, were we able to bask in it without apprehension. We should really come here again just to kick back and have fun someday. By the way, what's Theo up to? I believe they are filming all of the people playing. Theo is capturing high-definition footage of Arkwright Solutions members and concurrently uploading it to the cloud. Both Katra and the professor stated that recording these memories now will allow us to look back on and enjoy them later. Makes sense. We can't neglect to investigate the island. But perhaps it would be remiss of us to take a few breaks along the way. I know. It's already on the agenda. That it is. Got two things that we can do. Oh, and I've already got the chest. Cool. Right. 10,000 S tokens obtained with Shard Search. Got a Vitality Droplet for that. Actually, speaking of things, did I really take out your evades? I must have stolen them for someone else. I need an attack 2 for her. She has an action 1 and an action 2. Wonderful. Could use an action 3. Or not an action 3, a break 3. Hellfire Verse does that. There's a ring. Quartz. Citrine Ring. Grants Arch Strength 1 HP is low. We'll give you Impede 2 there. Add in break 1. Yeah, we can break 1 and break 2. We don't have a break 3, but that's fine.
There appear to be fish here.
There sure do.
I'll give this a try.
And I've already gotten all of you, yes.
It's fishing time.
I am simultaneously glad and surprised that there aren't achievements for collecting all of these things, the shard tokens, in a single chapter. Especially since I don't believe they respawn. They might.
I'll give this a try.
Nope.
Ooh, this looks like a good fishing spot.
I'm sure it does.
It's fishing time. Ugh.
Ooh.
It's pretty beat up on the inside.
This chapel's been abandoned for over a decade. Don't know why, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if it's been abandoned, I'm surprised it hasn't been, like, torn down or something. Especially given that this is a private island. Surprised whoever owns the island is like, yeah, we're gonna leave that church there. Maybe it's on the plans, but they just haven't done it yet. Okay. We've got 3 Oh, right, I forgot. I bought a bunch of gifts, and then I haven't actually, like, used any of them. Ooh! Prospects of a princess. We get to hang out with multiple people at once. How do I only have 25 points with Elaine? How is that physically possible? Probably because of the fact that I haven't been able to do connection events, like, at all until, like, right now. But that's beside the point. Ignore that part.
I'll treasure it.
You go up a stage.
I'll take very good care of it. I appreciate it.
Okay, now
You
she's
sure?
2 stars.
Wonder what
Okay.
this'll go for.
Nay.
Just
How thoughtful.
kidding.
Whoa. You sure?
You have my thanks.
Alrighty. Wait, wasn't there one for Elaine? I thought there was one. There is. It's Elaine and Shizuna. That is an interesting pair, chat. We've done all the side quests. I can't go out and collect all these treasures yet. Mark my words. I will someday. Give 20 gifts. Should we do an activity? Let's go boating. Go parasailing. Let's save here just in case. I don't know what could possibly happen here that would make me need to load, but I'd rather save and not need it than the other way around. Currently offering a parasailing experience to our guests. It's an exhilarating two-person trip through the skies. Are you interested? Parasailing in a pair, huh? Maybe I should invite someone to join me. I know somebody that I want to join you. I really didn't come here to fool around like this. Aw, lighten up. This will be a good chance to get the lay of the land from high up. Coming around on foot won't give you that. Can't say it's not worth a try, right? Oh, honestly. You always did have a way of talking people into things. Very well then, I'll come along. Yay!
Hang on tight.
Right. I think I might enjoy this.
Yeah! Ooh, is it a minigame? It is not.
This is kind of refreshing, actually.
Yeah. Danger of having high speed mode on the same button.
This thing tends to wobble a little, doesn't it?
Holy.
Get to see the entire island from a distance.
The wind is quite strong.
Chat, have you ever been parasailing before?
What a nice view.
And if you
I
have,
never realized the ocean could be so beautiful.
was it a good time?
You doing okay?
I enjoyed myself thoroughly.
Perfect. Exactly, Nightwolf. They need to kiss and maybe do something more. From there, Van and his companion wrapped up their little diversion and returned to what they were doing before. 20 points? That's it? Damn. I feel like they should have gotten more points for that. Like at least 50, maybe even 100. No, they got freaking 20. Okay, we got Ren, Essie, Marielle, and the princess. Jita, I believe was her name. This villa really is classy. Even the drinks taste top shelf. Yes, the texture is characteristic of a brand famous amongst gourmets. Thank you for sitting down with me, by the way. It isn't often I get the chance to engage in casual conversation, especially not with girls my age. Oh, I'm like older than you. I'm probably a bit younger. Oh. I almost feel like I'm not worthy, but feel free to ask whatever you want. Then without further ado, you, Miss Aime, have been quite prolific as a junior reporter of the Tyra Times, yes? Among your pieces was the special feature you wrote after the fall of Almada. It was so thought-provoking that I couldn't help but wonder. Did the topic have any personal significance to you? Well, gathering material for that report gave me a first-hand look at the issues plaguing society from its underbelly. By writing that article, I was hoping to shed some light on the darkness and illuminate the way to a solution. I guess that all sounds like hot air coming from a journalist in training, though, huh? Not at all. You have a wonderful mindset. I look forward to seeing more from you in the future. Next up is Associate Professor Esmeralda Archette. I've been reading your papers with great interest for some time now. Even after all the advancements technology has made, there is still a great deal to learn from this natural world. Always happy to meet a fan of my work. Pionics is a field with much untapped potential. There are so many things I want to try that it keeps me busy day in and day out. And then we have Miss Renbright, whose writings are nothing less than revolutionary. Our efforts to popularize the orbital network in Elsame were greatly informed by your explanation of the Cross-Bellin model. The scholar in me is honored to hear you say so. I also plan on releasing another essay that includes a new interpretation of the orbital network grid, so do keep an eye out. Yet another thing to look forward to. I'll set my expectations high. Oh, Mr. Arkwright! My apologies for not noticing you. I grew a bit too engrossed in our discussion, it seems. Hey, no need to stop on my account. You look like you're having a ball. How could I not? With so many fascinating people to speak with. Perhaps later on I can make a few inquiries of you as well, Mr. Arkwright. Maybe, Jira. Maybe. Let's go for a drive. This must be the rental car Teresa mentioned. Not bad. Even shares a series with my baby girl. Awfully big of them to loan it out to us. Now, let's see. Looks like I can take up to 2 other passengers with me. Might as well reach out to a couple of people and have them tag along. Yeah, we might as well. Now, who should I invite? Well, first, Elaine. Second all... You know what? Judith's been in my party today. And I know there's an event with Shizuna later that I'm going to be doing because it also has Elaine in it. So let's be nice to Nightwolf. Let's invite his girl along. Such a clear and sunny day as this makes for ideal driving weather. This island may be uninhabited, but do try to keep that lead foot of yours reined in. You two all nice and seated? Then let's get this tour on the road.
All right, let's punch it.
Very well, driver. Shall we be off?
Oh, I get to actually drive? Oh.
Nothing like a drive along the coastline.
Did not realize I would actually be driving. Did not think this would be a minigame. I'm a bad driver? Yes.
Breeze.
There's a reason I don't drive.
Man, this feels great.
Just in general. Also in
An
Final
abandoned
Fantasy
church.
15,
So quiet.
I always let Ignis do the driving. Looks like we're supposed to... Huh? That's kind of in the middle of nothing, chat. Turn my GPS on. You say
This
that
is
as
an
though that's an
adequate spot for
actual
fishing.
thing I can do. Can I just leave the car here? Just abandon it?
Damn it!
I guess probably technically. You hit a flower? Yes. I'm sorry. Flowey deserves it. I don't know if that one was Flowey or not, but he deserves it all the same.
These prehistoric ruins have held up remarkably well.
They sure have. What if we get out of the car? Oh, we can just get out of the car. Oh. We actually do just go, doing things. Note to self, don't do this one again. Unless it gives, like, way more points. Ran over another flower.
What a lovely little pond.
I think we've seen just about everything.
Yes, we've seen everything on this island now. We're just gonna ignore the fact that I can't drive.
Riding through these tunnels is always an enlivening experience.
Is it now? Kind of wish that they made, like, comments anytime you, like, hit something, like, what the fuck, Van?
That made for a nice drive.
I enjoyed myself very much.
That was a nice drive. From there, Van and his companions wrapped up their little diversion and returned to what they were doing before. 10 points! Yeah, no, we're not gonna be doing the driving minigame again. Yikes. That was awful. We can go and do the parasailing event like 8 more times. Currently offering parasailing. There's so many reasons why this part is not your favorite in the game. That is understandable. Wait, I can take Elaine a second time? I can just take her a billion times? Huh. Interesting. That feels almost wrong. You know what I mean? We'll take other people. You got no idea how stoked I am. This is my first time going parasailing. Hold up. Didn't you do this exact same thing in a movie about a year back? The seas were too rough that week, so we shot that scene at the studio and CG'd the rest in post-production. I was so looking forward to it too. Talk about a total letdown. My condolences? Guess you'll just have to make up for it by having twice as much fun today. That's a spirit.
Hang on tight.
Yeah, I'm psyched for this.
We get to see the entire
It's like
island
a scene
again.
right out of a movie. I wonder if we can spot Nina from here.
Probably. Though I doubt you'd be able to recognize her.
It's like we're walking on air.
You're not walking though, you're more like sitting on air. Also, I feel like it's dangerous to bring sandals on like that,
great.
Judith.
Holy.
Well, Nightwolf, the other opportunity or the other option was go driving again.
A go!
Yeah, if you watched me driving a second ago, you'll understand why I'm not doing that one again.
Oh yeah, now this is my kind of vacation.
So, question for you, Chris, and I'm okay with you actually answering this.
That was fun! We should totally do it again sometime.
Does anybody know, do I keep the same number of activity points when I go into night, or am I gonna get refreshed? Because if I get refreshed, I might as well just use up all of these points. If I keep the same amount, I could just stop and spend them later instead. From there, Van and his companion wrapped up their little diversion. Yeah, okay. You don't remember? Good job, Chris. This is what we don't pay you for. Think I get new points? Yay. What happens if I bring Elaine a second time, huh? Enough dawdling, Van. Let's give it another go. Yeesh, you're more giddy about this than I am. That you are.
Hang on tight.
Right. I think I might enjoy this. The wind is quite strong.
Incorrect, Chris. We get bonus points for doing activities. So we're doing
nice
them.
View. This is kind of refreshing.
It's called
actually.
min-maxing.
This thing tends to wobble a little, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they'd be able to kiss. There is a little
I never realized the ocean could be so beautiful.
a bit of stuff in between them. They're too far apart. They could kiss when they got back to the ground, but then that's less of a romantic moment.
I enjoyed myself thoroughly.
Yeah, let's at least break in between them by doing some of these connection events. We got to take my girl and Crimson's girl and see what they do together. Jin called to tell me that Elaine and Shizuna are at each other's throats. Uh-oh. Got a feeling this is going to be a huge pain in the ass, but I should probably look into it. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Van and the group decided to take a break from their island stroll to enjoy some time to themselves. I think it's about time you came clean, Divine Blade of Silver. Out with it. What exactly is Ikaruga up to? And why did you fight Van in Longport? Jeez, someone forgot to take their chill pill this morning. Of course I'm gonna choose this one, Chris. It's got Elaine. In my defense, I helped Van out in the end. Or, wait, maybe that's what's really got you all hot and bothered? I can do this all day if I have to. The sooner you stop dodging my questions, the sooner you can be on your way. Actually, I have another idea. Perhaps you'll be in a more talkative mood if I bring you to your knees, Divine Blade. Elaine, you can bring me to my knees. I believe in you. You're on. Let's let our swords do the talking. Whoa! Hold it! Hold it! Van. And Jin, too. Phew. Glad we made it in time. Look, this ain't the time or the place for this. I get how you feel, but you gotta take it easy, alright? We can't have you pulling a Walter. Right now, we need to be figuring out what the owner of this place is after, so let's put aside the personal grudges, huh? It's not a personal... No, you're right. I lost my cool. Darn, and I was really looking forward to testing my mettle against the famous Beauty's blade, too. Guess we'll have to take a rain check on that, but FYI, I'm ready to go anytime you are. Especially now that I'm all fired up. Trust me, I fully intend to take you up on that. And that may happen sooner than you might expect. You like the pants? I mean, they're more of shorts. Oh, you mean the singular pant that Shizuna wears. Sparks are flying. The guild already had her marked, but after that incident in Longport, I think Elaine hit a boiling point. To be fair, Shizuna ain't doing herself any favors. What with all the taunting, that gal's trouble with a capital T. Think I might have to step in. Oh, do you know some other way we can resolve this? Let me guess, you want to propose something that'll help us let off some steam without resorting to bloodshed? At least let me say it for myself. What do you mean? And did you just read Van's mind? She does that, Elaine. She just does that. Sure did. Jealous. Knock it off, you two. I get that you two have an axe to grind, but there's ways to settle beef that don't involve cleaving each other in half. Got a much safer solution. Follow me, girls. So this is called chess. Oh, a bike race. All right, we're all set. Let's get the show on the road. It's the Battle of the Blade Babes. Beauty's Blade versus the Divine Blade of Silver. But instead of clashing steel, they're clashing wheels. In a riveting bikini orbital bike race. I feel so foolish. Why would you, of all people, suggest that we wear bikinis? Because it levels the playing field. You won't have the clothing air resistance excuse that when I make you eat my dust. I also just thought of having a little eye candy would attract a few more eyeballs. You're not wrong, Shizuna. She knows how to draw a crowd, that's for sure. Guess that comes with the unclouded eye package. Would you please stop trying to rationalize this? Hey, turn that frown upside down. You're gonna have a blast, I promise. Another swordsman I know likes to ride orbital bikes sometimes, so I've taken them for a spin a few times to see what the big deal was. Another Divine Blade, perhaps? I've never done a full-blown race with them before. I'm pretty stoked for all this. So you're completely enthralled with this ridiculous idea. Why am I not the least bit surprised? I get that swordsmanship's more your speed, but sometimes it's good to expand your horizons and give something else a whirl. Maybe take a trail beyond the horizons. Besides, you're getting to duke it out with the Divine Blade and see the islands from a new point of view. You're killing two birds with one stone. Prince Sharid's bunch and Arkwright Solutions teams are making sure the roads are clear of any bystanders. Shizuna should always wear a bikini. I'm sure Crimson absolutely agrees with that one. So don't worry about putting on the brakes. You're clear to go hell-bent for leather. Not you too, Jin. Everyone's driving me up the wall here. Fine, if it's a race you want, then it's a race you'll get. I'll be running circles around you. Does she mean Reen as the other swords? I'd assume so, Crimson. Because he did like to ride bikes. Usually with Laura in the passenger seat, but you know, he still liked to ride them. We'll see about that. First one to finish 2 full laps around the island will be the winner. Alright, ladies, start your engines. Let's do this. On your marks, get set, go! With that, the race between Elaine and Shizuna was off to a rumbling start. I'm already well in the lead. Now I just need to maintain it until the end. Yeah, not happening. Whoa! The Divine Blade slipped right past her! Holy smokes, how did she pull that off? That was amazing! Also, I realized that was Van, not one of the passerbys that said that one earlier. Whoops. I'll say, I didn't know an orbital bike could maneuver like that. That lady's talent is inhuman. I was careless. So what was that about running circles around me? The race has only just gotten started and it's already heating up. We're kind of coming up in some rough terrain, so things might get dicey and bouncy. Keep those cameras at the ready, folks. Elaine is not happy about that comment. There, I caught up. Let's see, maybe here? Chat, she's taking the shroomless shortcut. No way. Yes way, I love me a good shortcut. The Divine Blade's using her unclouded eye to find the fastest routes on the track. Has Beauty's Blade met her match? This race is getting real spicy real fast. The only thing that'd make it better is if we got a happy accident. What do you think? Should we give the people what they want? What? No! Are you crazy? I mean, Shizuna, if you want to take the time to do that. The Silverblade's still in the lead. One more lap to go. Who's gonna win? As the second and final lap progressed, Elaine did everything she could to narrow the gap. However, Shizuna refused to give her a reach until the very last moment. Well, it's been fun, but I think I've got this race in the bag. Better luck next time. Why'd she veer off? Oh, shoot. Holy crap! Beauty's Blade just pulled out out of nowhere. Wow, I wish I thought to use that route. I was counting on you not to make use of it. Now I believe victory is mine. Let's go, Elaine! And there we have it, folks! The winner of Beauty's Blade... The winner is Beauty's Blade, Elaine Auclair! She sure showed us what an A-rank racer is made of. Alright, that's a wrap. Hope y'all enjoyed the race. They put on one heck of a show, in more ways than one. Let's give it up for Elaine and Shizuna, everyone. Shizuna's washed. I mean, I would hope she washes herself every day, Chris. Aw, I was this close to beating you. You had to pull that cheap little stunt to the last second. You must have gotten the idea to venture off the beaten path after I showed you up in the first lap. I was simply thinking on my feet, so to speak. You pulled the rug out from under me, so I thought I'd return the favor. I bet everything on that last gambit. Well, major props. I guess your recent experiences in the capital really paid off. This just goes to show that I have a long way to go. I'd better turn things up to 11. You realize the dial only goes up to 10, right? Well, my dial only goes up to 5, and I'm still shooting up to 11. Anyway, I hope that helped clear the air between you two. You feeling any better, Elaine? Yes, I am. I think I was a little too high-strung earlier. I recognize now there are more pressing matters at hand. I shouldn't have let myself get so tunnel-visioned. Still, it's too bad we couldn't go toe-to-toe in an actual sword fight. But I'm sure we'll have other chances down the line. Yeah, probably. Right, and when that time comes, I promise I'll give you my all. Those girls just don't know when to quit. Well, at least they're not at each other's throats anymore. Yep, and I got a feast for the eyes out of the deal, so no complaints. Now, I better get back to... Oh, I don't think you'll be going anywhere. Indeed. Not till we've gotten some payback. Chat, this is the start of all of my favorite videos. Payback? For what? What do you think? For making me race in this ridiculous outfit. Not to mention all those tactless little comments you made. I'll have you know that was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever done in my life. How about a 3-person race this time? We go all out and make you eat dirt, fair and square. Whoa. Hold up a second. There's no way I can compete with you two. I got into a 3 with 2 dominant women, gone real, gone feral. See, DJ, if you're watching still, that is the title of your next YouTube short. With more exclamation points, though. Also, Crimson, I believe that exact style of the shorts that are not buttoned was also Laura's swimsuit back in Cold Steel 3. I don't believe it was her Cold Steel 2 swimsuit. No. It definitely wasn't her Cold Steel 1 swimsuit because she wore her school swimsuit. But I believe in Cold Steel 3 and 4, that was what her swimsuit looked like. Whoa. Hold on a second. There's no way I can compete with you two. I don't think you're getting out of this one, pal. Hate to say it, but you had this one coming. Girl in WWE that wrestles like that? Ah. Van was forced into a race against his will, where he was soundly trounced by Elaine and Shizuna, who had put their differences aside in the face of a common enemy.
I would have preferred a proper sword fight, but I still had a lot of fun in the end.
She wears
Van.
pants
You got off easy this time, Van.
with bikini panties
Next
underneath.
time I'll let my sword do the talking.
Elaine went up to rank 3. Agility and strength both +5. And Shizuna's up to rank 2. Two-piece swimsuit with shirt and pants. Yeah. Yeah, I'm familiar with the style. Soul Ruka. I see. You know what, Crimson, since you're here, we'll invite Shizuna out on the paraglide. Gotta say, I'm shocked you invited me along, Van. You'd never let me hear the end of it if I didn't. Parasailing, though, huh? Can't say I've ever been. You've got this look on your face that screams, but I have parachuted into combat before. That'd be half right. I did get dropped into combat, but there weren't any parachutes involved. Yeah, that sounds about right for you, Shizuna. So, what, you went in free falling? Or was there some kind of special shinobi equipment you used? Third guess is the charm. Now, come on, the fun's awaiting. I figured she just fell.
Let's take to the skies!
I am stoked for this.
Okay, how do I skip this minigame now that we're in it? Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Crimson would kill me if I skip this somehow.
I kind of want to go higher. Can we do that?
Did it without Kuragane looking? Probably.
Woo-hoo!
You'd think
Sun's pretty
we'd be
damn
able to,
gorgeous,
like,
ain't it?
move ourselves. But we cannot.
Wow, this is pretty cool.
It's like
I
we're walking on air.
could get, I could end the activity here if I really
Heck
wanted
of a
to.
view.
I better use all my points. That is the plan, DJ.
Now I know why
Unlike
they call it
what
the open
Chris was
sea.
saying earlier. I'm gonna use them all. Whether I
feel
use them
like I'm one with
optimally
the
or
wind.
not, I don't know, but I will
This
use
could
them
be
all.
for good training.
Quiz. That is in fact how you pronounce K-R-I-S. Quiz.
Holy.
Oh yeah, DJ. I don't know if you saw it earlier. We found the title of your
The
next
water's
YouTube
so
short.
shiny and sparkly.
Flame Emperor Quimsin. Perfect.
That was one hell of a ride.
Yeah, that was really fun.
From there, Van and his companion wrapped up their diversion. Yep. Oh, I thought that would get her up to rank 3. Is there anybody that's 20 points or less away? Apart from obviously now her, but you know. Are we gonna have a timeline split here on the island? How do I? Right. That's the button. 80. Rosette's 15 away. Aaron's 25 away. Nadia and Ren are both, or Nadia and Swin rather, are both 50. So is Ren actually. Shizuna's now 5 points away. Oh man, now I wish Yume were here. I'm sure she would have loved to come out and do this. If I want, I could invite someone like Nina or Marielle. Or Jita, I guess. My favorite Stuimo, Quiseki Quiz. That sounds correct. Flame Emperor Quimson. Also, I am sorry, Quimson. We cannot, in fact, invite your other girl.
Okay.
That doesn't work as well, Chris. I don't have an R in my name. It doesn't work as well. It can kind of work. Let's invite female Joshua. Parasailing? I doubt there are many secret scenes where this would come into play. Although I can picture there being some where I'd have to be fitted with a parachute. Making another acting exercise out of this, are we? Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cheapen your invitation or anything. It's no big deal. I'm just saying, maybe experiencing things on a personal level will make it more of an authentic performance. You may have a point there. I could do Ren after this one, Crimson. Quimson.
Hang on tight.
Thank you for inviting me to this.
Frame Emperor Crimson.
Woo-hoo!
Her hair is shorter than Shizuna's is.
Sun's pretty damn gorgeous, ain't it?
I don't know. Let's look straight at it. And now we're blind.
The ocean is so vast. It almost feels like it's going to swallow us whole.
It might. Also, I'm just now realizing that they're actually like moving their mouths on their model when they talk. That doesn't happen very often, even in this game. But even in this game is what I meant to say. May or may have not even been what I said, but...
I wonder where Judith is.
Well, she was wondering about seeing you when I did this with her. Wait, you did this with her already?
Oh, this thing likes to wobble
yeah.
a bit, doesn't it?
I've done this with a few girls now. What? Van, you whore! Fuck.
Whew, heck of a view.
Heck yeah, Van.
Wow! What an incredible view!
For once, I had a perfect excuse to mute myself to blow my nose.
It was nice and relaxing.
And you wouldn't have known I did anything if I didn't actively tell you that I did it. 20 points with Nina. Let's do at least one more, and then we'll do another thing. Let's go with Ren now. How very kind of you to extend me an invitation. This just seemed like the sort of thing you'd be used to. Well, soaring through the skies on Potter Matter was one thing. Doing so with a male companion is a first for me. Pressure's on me to be a good escort then. Dang, Ren, you're gonna tease him like that? Treat this like a
Let's
date?
take to the skies.
This will be a nice change of pace.
When you're 17 and he is 24, that is quite the age gap.
I can feel my stress melting away.
That's a good sign.
You can see all the way out to the horizon.
But can you see beyond the horizon, chat?
I really should have applied sunscreen. Oh well, too late for that.
What if you just push Ren off? No, Chris. Bad. Bad, Chris. Can we get a bad Chris in the chat?
On yes from here.
Possibly. See, even when she's hanging out with Van, she's thinking of Agnes.
That was one hell of a ride.
I had a wonderful time.
Joshua would go out and kill Van. True. True, he would. From there, Van and his companion wrapped up their little diversion. Yada, 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 yada. Give me a brief moment. I gotta go use the restroom. But before I actually go use the restroom, who should we hang out with next? Anya's and Ren, Rosette and Katra, Swin and Nadia, or Marielle and Jita. I'll let you guys make decisions while I BRB. BRB screen. Okay, I have returned. Ugh. DJ wants me to hang with Aaron, Chris, and Crimson. Or sorry, Crimson says Anya's and Ren. Chris says I second that, and I'm not sure if he is seconding hanging out with Aaron or hanging out with Anya's and Ren. What Crimson said? The two Chris's are agreeing on something for once in their lives. Hanging out with the two students I see. Who is Aaron with again? So, fun fact, DJ. I cannot hang out with Aaron right now. Whoops. At least not in a connection event. I can go parasailing with Aaron after the connection event. Clearly, DJ's not paying attention. Oh, I should have read the description. There, that takes care of the equipment. Hello, Albert? Hello, Albert. Sorry to bother you on your day off. Would you mind checking in with Odette about those documents from our last meeting and transferring them my way? I need to play Octopath right now? Dang. Stop playing this, play Octopath. Okay, bye everybody! Much appreciated. There'll be a souvenir with your name on it when I get back. Almost forgot. I need to send that vendor an orb mail. May as well take this opportunity to draft up a schedule for the guest of honor, too. I see the problem. Do you think this plan will actually work? Depends on how well you play your cards. Van, you know I'm terrible with playing cards, right? There you are, Ren. Hello, Van. Agnes. To what do I owe the pleasure? Well, we were just wondering if you'd like to come to the beach with us. It's not every day we get to spend our time together at a resort, after all. Much as I appreciate the sentiment, I still have a few pending tasks on my plate. Ah, that's what's going on. She is too busy working that she can't relax like is supposed to. Or perhaps I can make room for some afternoon tea. None of that work has to be finished right this second, does it? If it absolutely needs doing, I'd be happy to help you later. But it'd mean a lot to me if you join us. Oh, very well. I can afford to take a breather. Then it's settled. Let's get changed and meet up over at the beach. Love her outfit, and Agnes was the one... Yep, that is true. That is what she said. Beach volleyball? It's been an age and a half. What, you got experience? And Crossbell, yes. I played with. Did she play beach volleyball with the Hayworths? They had the little boy Colin with them at the time, so I wouldn't consider it a serious bout. Yes, they did. I need to check my mic. What's wrong with my mic?
Battery 70%.
Okay. Do I sound better, Crimson? Shinreal voice reveal. Yes. Clearly. Do I sound better? For right now, yes? Okay. Was that more or less since I got back from the bathroom, or was that only like super recently? Thank you for pointing it out, by the way. Yeah, she played with her little brother. Yeah, she got to play with her little bro. It's so precious, chat. In fact, it almost feels as though Anya's proposed this idea in hopes of stoking that particular memory. Me? I was just thinking it'd be a nice way to unwind. She also figured you could channel all your pent-up stress into the game. You know, from leading the student council and all. I never said that. That's funny. I'd consider my work on the slimmer side compared to a certain part-time job of yours, Anya's. I even get to hold tea parties on a regular basis, complete with all the sweet treats I can stomach. Sweet treats? Y'all never need an advisor? We already got you on the stand, so there's no worming your way out of this. I suppose if recreation wouldn't hurt, but I'm getting changed and heading back right afterwards. At any rate, unless you fancy trading off 1 versus 1, we're still a player short. Then perhaps I could fill up the gap. Oh, hi Lucrezia! The golden butterfly? Oh, the phone? I was thinking we could look around for the perfect fourth. And you found it? I know a good time when I see one. Plus, it isn't that often that I have the opportunity to get the better of Ren. A bit early to be gloating. Have you even considered the possibility that you might lose? And here I was hoping to keep this simple. Hey, surprises are the spice of life, right? Now come on, let's split into teams. Ouroboros versus Arkwright, that could be it, though I get the feeling that Ren and Lucrezia want to be against each other. After taking into account each participant's general level of athleticism and experience with the sport, it was decided that Van and Ren would face off against Agnes and Lucrezia. This isn't exactly how I thought we'd pair up. I was hoping to pair up with Van. What was that? Nothing. Oh? It seems well balanced to me, all things considered. Or are you saying you wish you'd been partnered with Mr. Arkwright instead? Sorry, Agnes. I didn't mean to steal him away from you. He isn't mine to begin with. Our plan's going a little off course, but no big deal. If we're going through with this, we might as well make a competition out of it. How about this? Losing team has to do any one thing the winning team says. Oh, a little thrill to raise the stakes. I like it. The idea of having you and Ren at my whim is tantalizing indeed. Why do I get the feeling that Agnes could deliberately lose because she knows exactly what Ren would have her do? I could say much the same in reverse, though I doubt it would teach you any lessons. That said, I'm not so sure if that's Anya's idea of a reward. No need to worry for my sake, Ren. I don't plan on taking this game lightly. Oh, if you insist. Guess we'll just have to go all in out there, won't we, Van? Rein it back a bit, will ya? You're still 17. We can't let them beat us, Lucrezia. My, but aren't you eager? Shall we then? Actually, she could also just get that by winning. But, you know, that's beside the point. And so, the beach volleyball match began. While lighthearted to start, things gradually heated up as the game progressed. Excuse me. Yeah! No, my angle was off. That's one hell of a spike. Impressive as ever, Retzi. This was my partner who set me up for success. Not the liability you'd hope she'd be, Thanks for the save. Take this! Just barely out of bounds. A pity. No worries. Shake it off. Shake it off. Phew. We're on the track to win this set thanks to you, Lucrezia. I guess even Ren makes mistakes once in a while. Why, naturally. This may not be her first foray on the court, but she hasn't quite found her rhythm. I don't think we'll have such a smooth go of it from here on though. What makes you say that? You'll see. Now, on to the next serve. Agnes and Lucrezia proceeded to take the first set. The tide, however, began to shift in the second. Now that Ren's starting to play for real, take the shot. How do you like this? Huh? I told you as much, no? Took a second for you to get into the groove. Now that I have a better feel for this, it's time to mount a comeback. Wen is locked in. She is. It's like we're playing against a totally different person. There's a reason they call her a genius. Given the time, she can adapt to any situation or environment. She's like, what is his name? In Gotham, Vatman? Yes, she is like Vatman. I imagine she spent the first set observing me until she figured out my every move. So being a true genius goes beyond smarts alone. Ren's even more amazing than I already gave her credit for. That said... Oh, sorry. I was just thinking that I shouldn't place all the burden of winning on you. I'm gonna dig deep and do my part, too. That's the spirit, darling. From there, Ren, who was now at full strength, kept Lucrezia in check, allowing her and Van to take the second set. Ren's only a year older than Agnes. Yes, she is 17 compared to Agnes's 16. With that, the game carried on to the third. Here we go. Last set out of 3. I guess we better start brainstorming a penalty for them. You haven't won just yet. Let me make this one to remember, shall we?
There! Take this! Yes!
Aw, man. Both teams played with intense fever, neither side letting up for a moment as the match entered its final phase. I don't know who I'm rooting for here. Eventually, everything came down to one final point. And then... this is it. Yeah! You know, I think it's not necessarily the best idea for multiple people on the same team to be going for the same spike. Whoops. We've been had. 15-14. The victory is ours. Hold on. It only counts if you two were the ones to serve that point. Oh, shit. You're right. We still win, though. Damn it. You had me fooled at the end there. I didn't even notice Anya's going for the spike. Especially when you'd been building your plays around Retzi the whole match. The young lady here thought that if I drew your attention, she could take you by surprise at the last minute. Though it was still a complete gamble as to whether or not I could actually pull it off. I just figured there was no way we could beat you two head on. Heh. Color me impressed. Apparently, working for a Spriggan has made you rather crafty. Well, the winners get to give the losers one command. So don't be shy, let's hear it. I'll do whatever you ask, so long as it isn't anything that'll hurt our friendship down the line. It was your strategy that won us the game. Why don't you do the honors for us both? I appreciate that. Here goes then. Ren, I order you to divvy up more of your student council duties with the rest of us. Huh? You're always so preoccupied with getting everything done yourself. Yes, it's important to prepare for the upcoming festival, but even here on the island you've been working remotely. Guilty as charged. I know you're a genius who can do whatever she sets her mind to. You tackle everything single-handedly, academic or otherwise. Even during that ordeal at Aramis, you were there to back us up. But Odette, Albert, and I are members of the Student Council too. You don't have to shoulder it all on your own. Supporting you is what we're there for. So please try to lean on us more, okay? Agnes. Now I see. So that's why you invited me out here to play volleyball with you. Can you blame her? It might be just a game, but she was hard-pressed getting you to take her seriously otherwise. Golden Butterfly wasn't part of the plan, but it did make for a better match in the end. So now I wonder if you'll only squeeze yourself in because you knew what we were up to. Why, I haven't a clue what you mean. Thank you, all of you. Orders are orders. I promise to share more of my responsibilities with the rest of the Student Council from now on. Just don't change your tune when the work piles up to your ears. Oh, Ren, I wouldn't have it any other way. I really do need to look into what that old goat is plotting, though. After ensuring that Ren took up some extra time to relax, Van and Agnes regrouped with the others and resumed their investigation.
Dear me, if I'm causing you to worry that much, Agnes, then I must be slipping. You and Van have my thanks. And I suppose Retzi does as well.
I've always wanted to help lift some of the burden from Ren's shoulders. I guess this goes to show that I've grown since I started working at Arkwright Solutions.
You have, Agnes. You really have. Yo, we got her up to rank 2. Ren's connection stage went up. That was a fun event. Glad I saw that one. Line exclusive. Oh. Wow, the game actually loaded quickly. How many points do I still have? 3 activity points. Okay. We go parasailing. Let's invite someone else. I said we would do Aaron, so let's do Aaron. You never been parasailing before, right? Yeah. I'm pumped to see how it stacks up for a primo party animal like me. Sounds like you already think you're too good for it. Quit yapping already, let's fly. Sounds like a plan.
Hang on tight.
Sure. I'll kill some time with you.
Also, Crimson, I know we couldn't do this with Celeste, but we'll do it with the other redhead if that makes you feel any better.
Man, that breeze feels awesome.
I bet it does, Aaron.
Damn good view.
You're okay with that? Okay, good, good.
Sun's pretty damn gorgeous, ain't it? Holy.
Holy indeed.
Now this is what I'm talking about.
It is a really good view.
Let's see how fast we can go.
Spoiler!
I bet this could work in Longport too.
Aaron's on your team for most of Horizon. Okay, now I know that if we ever think he's dead, he's not.
Fine, I'll admit it. That was actually kind of fun.
How could you, Crimson? From there, Van and his companion, blah, 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 blah. You've got to be kidding me. I thought he was closer than that. Got 2 more activity points. Who else do we want to invite? You know, I've done Judith, Elaine twice, and Shizuna. Let's do Rosette. He was really good in Horizon. Parasailing, This promises to be quite the enriching experience. I figured living off of Marduk's salary would let you go on vacations like this all the time. Especially if you and Mirabelle went in on it together. We've discussed such things before, but sadly, our work keeps us both too occupied to follow through. This is a rather exceptional occasion in that sense. You don't say. We'd better make the most of it then. Indeed. Agreed.
Let's take to the skies!
I very much appreciate your invitation.
Woohoo! Flying up in the sky. Look at him, chat. She's got a very pretty swimsuit.
Holy.
I think I've said that already about her suit, but she does have a very pretty suit.
It's like we're walking on air.
Sea breeze feels quite nice.
I imagine that it does. You're gonna go to bed? Okay, Chris.
This will be a sight to remember.
We're gonna do one more bonding event, and then I'm probably gonna call it before we call it on the island, so. And then we'll continue with the actual plot tomorrow.
Like
I will say, when I titled this stream Island Vacation, I wasn't expecting to spend like half of it on side activities.
My, what a picturesque view.
4 streams on just this event.
Ah, the others are visible in the distance.
Clearly.
You doing okay?
Yes. That sort of experience is difficult to come by.
You have a good night, Chris. I'll see you later. I'm not actually thinking that we're going to be spending 4 streams on this island. Maybe, or probably at least one more. Maybe a third, but I don't think it'll be a 4th. Who are we going to do parasailing with for the last event? We could choose Anya's Ferry. I've already done Aaron and Rosette. We've got Katra. I've already done Judith. We can choose Swin, Nadia, and I've done the rest. So yeah, Anya's Ferry, Katra, Swin, or Nadia. Halfway through the game, honestly, that doesn't surprise me. I guess the only one that really makes sense is Anya's. Or we could just do it with Elaine for the 3rd time. I don't hate that idea either. Nah, we'll pick Anya's. Parasailing? Airships are one thing, but I'm a little hesitant about dangling in the sky from a single rope. I get where you're coming from, but they wouldn't have okayed this without making the proper safety checks. Don't feel pressured to go if it's got you nervous, though. And waste the opportunity? It's alright. Having you next to me should make it less nerve-wracking. Alrighty, Crimson. You have a good one. I don't know for sure if, whatchamacallit, if I'll still be here when you get back. You have a good night. I'll talk to you later. Let's get ourselves seated then. Just tell her you've done this like 15 times already. Yeah, exactly. with other
Let's
girls.
take to the skies.
And even a boy. Including her best friend, Ren. They really do like having him say holy while he's up here, don't they?
I wish we could fly up here forever.
You just saying that because you don't want to have to go back to a world where Van isn't at your side.
The sea is so beautiful.
And more importantly, a world where he's actually dating Elaine.
The wind sure feels nice, doesn't it?
It sure does, Agnes. You know,
Sun's pretty damn gorgeous.
I
Ain't it?
could just click end the activity if I wanted to.
Woo-hoo!
But I've watched it in full the other 9 times. Why would I stop on the 10th?
Look! Fairy's waving to us!
Hi, Fairy!
The seagulls are flying here too!
Elaine's like, really? You're flying around with her?
You doing
How
okay?
could you do this to me,
My heart
Van?
was really racing up there. In more ways than one.
How could you? How could you, Agnes? Okay. We can do one more event. Do we just completely throw everything for a loop and go Mario Algeta? Looks like Agnes has something she wants to talk about. It seems it has something to do with Ren. I should hear her out when I see her from it. Oh, okay, that's all it is. A rare... You know what? We'll hang out with Swin and Nadia. They're hiding it pretty well, but I can tell something's going on between Swin and Nadia. Pretty rare for those two not to get along. I should probably keep an eye on him. A little sibling lover quarrel. Which, this is a Falcom game, so those two things are synonyms. I was half expecting the game to be like, hey, you used all your activity points. Have another bonding point. No. Van and the group decided to take a break. Yeah. How could you even suggest that, S? Just think about it. Logically, splitting up would be the most efficient way to comb the island. Besides, you were the one who said we should do some reconnaissance. Well, sure, but that was just a code word for date. Not happening. You realize we aren't actually out here on vacation, right? Of course I do. All I'm asking for is a tactical break. Most people call that goofing off. Sometimes you already do 99% of the time. Oh boy. Things are even pricklier than I thought. Spoiled as Nadia may be, Swin could definitely stand to relax a bit. Though I do get that's a tall order after everything that happened at Artemis Academy. Oh, so that's how you want to play it? When did you swap out your heart for a sack of rocks? When are you gonna grow up for once? Alright, you two. Enough bickering. Van, perfect timing. Teach us here a thing or two about how to treat a lady, will ya? You can try, but the only thing that needs straightening out here is your lazy attitude. This goes for both of you. Quit making a stink about doing reconnaissance out in the open. It's not a lot, but there are still other tourists here. Or did you forget that Spriggan work is supposed to be kept on the down low? Look, I get it. Vacations and arguments go hand in hand. Everything you've been bottling up is liable to boil over. But having a grown-up chew you out for it ain't gonna do much to bury the hatchet, right? Meaning? You have a better solution? Yeah, just go on a little Orbital bike race in bikinis. Oh, she's gonna be wearing a bikini? So are you. Oh. Well, we're at a resort. you got a score to settle, might as well do it with some flair. Ah, they're gonna go shooting each other with squirt guns. Let the first, though there are no plans for a second, annual Arkwright Solutions water gun fight commence. On the boys' team, we have Mr. Way, Mr. Salicion, and their captain, Mr. Abel. On the girls' team, we have Miss Claudel, Miss Alfayed, and their captain, Miss Rain. Each team is also represented by their respective coaches, Mr. Arkwright and Miss Lancer. Judge Fio and myself will be serving as referees. Why are we doing this again? Won't say no to a good time, but third wheeling for a couples therapy isn't exactly my idea of fun. What can I say? I haven't been this livid with her in who knows how long. I heard you two were fighting, Nadia. Is everything okay? Is every what okay? S can drop into a ditch for all I care. I don't know what this is about, but this should make for some good group combat training. Yeah, Fairy, let's go with that. Me and Judith will keep an eye out and handle any injuries, so go at it as rough as you want. Oh, and just to add some incentive, the coach of the losing team has to buy everyone shaved ice afterwards. You never told me that! Not that I mind or anything. Let's have a fair fight out there, guys. Just try not to hurt yourself. Why did all three of the events that I picked just so happen to boil down to competitions? A reminder of the rules. You can be hit up to 3 times before you are eliminated. Whichever team eliminates all members of the opposing team wins. Judge Fio, the coaches, and myself will provide impartial verdicts on what constitutes a hit. I will now give the starting signal. If you could all take your positions. I'm coming for you, S. Gehenna hath no fury like a maiden scorned. You've been pampered long enough, Nadia. Time to take the kitty gloves off and teach you a lesson. On your marks, get set, go! Sick 'em, Fairy. First mover advantage, going in. Ah! When did she... Of course they'd send her. Got another over here. Eek! So cold. Grr. I'll avenge you, Aggie! Blah. All that loafing has you losing your touch. Going stealth, huh? Oh, it is on, S. Got those chicks cornered. Just sit tight, Captain. Catcher, take the rear. A pincer attack? On it. Wait, it's a trap! Blah! Where'd they go? Right here. What the? They saw us coming? All according to Nadia's plan. Blah! All that party pooping is you losing your touch. I figured you'd switch your brain into tactical mode eventually. Heh. You bet your bippy I did, and there's a lot more where that came from. You know, squirt guns have these things called arches. If you fire into the air, it'll make an arch, and you can maybe hit your target from a bigger distance. Things only intensified from there, to the point where it seemed like more than just a game. As the showdown raged on, the boys capitalized on Swin's covert ambushes, while the girls relied on Nadia's ingenuity. Eventually, Anya's and Katja were eliminated, after which the battle sped rapidly towards its climax. Ah! Barry's out. Crap! Aaron, you're out. Only one left on either team now. Nadia, Swin! Hang in there, you two! The decisive moment is fast approaching. I can barely take the suspense. Who's gonna come out on top? Let's do this! Hey, S! I'm having a blast. Same. Almost forgot how it felt. Too bad it won't last. Yeah, time to end this. Yeah! Mr. Abel and Miss Rain have both been struck. According to Judge Fio, the shots landed simultaneously. As neither team has any players remaining, the first annual Arkwright Solutions water gun fight ends in a draw. All that for a draw, huh? What's so funny, S? Nothing. I'm just impressed is all. I didn't think you'd get so crafty and calculating over a friendly match. Look who's talking. Mr. Take No Prisoners Guerrilla Warfare. Guess you're a lot more childish inside than I thought. And you're just as childish all over as I've always known. You're already 15, going on 16 this year. It's time to start acting your... Here we go again. Some things never change. What were we fighting about in the first place anyway? You know? I don't even remember. Thanks for this, Van. I feel a lot better now. All I did was stand around and watch, but hey, glad to hear it. You're a world-class Batinsky, Van, and you're not even fair about it. Yeah. Hard to ignore the way you pushed us into an all-out war without getting your hands wet. I don't even think we can call this even until you're as soaked to the bone as we are. Now that's a tempting idea. I'm inclined to agree. Yeah! I spent the whole time you, Judith, and Rosette would hop in the fray. Maybe you grown-ups ought to take off the chaperone pants and pick up a blaster. Wait, you're dragging us into this too? Give me a break. How come you all only set your differences aside when we're getting dogpiled? It would seem it is time to play the piper. Afterward, the other older members of the group joined in for a great big battle royale. They then reveled in a long and hard-fought clash, with every one of them emerging drenched and covered in sand.
She's getting sillier by the second. Well, anyway, I guess there's no harm in going another round or two.
Now I'm on the same team as S. Prepare to meet a watery grave at the hands of our aquatic artillery.
Got them both up to 3 stars. Van, how are you not at 3 stars yet? Okay. All that I can really do now is call it a day. Or go out back to the garden. I might do a round or two in the garden off screen, but right now, we're gonna call it for the night. I'm gonna save in the same place that I started the stream. Right in front of the computer. That's not the right room. It's not even the right floor. 3rd floor. Right? It's not even the right building! Oh. Pick up the shard. Thank you. Is there another shard up here somewhere? There is. Sweet. What about in the bedrooms? Sorry, I know I said I was going to be ending. This is more important. You made it back in time. I'm doing a quick shard sweep up before I call it, Crimson. I think that's all the shards I'm going to be able to find for now. Goodbye. Is it the 2nd floor? It is the 2nd floor. Sweet. Alrighty, chat. Let's go look for ourselves for a good raid target, shall we? I forgot that this was the song. It is beautiful. Rascal's on to Final Fantasy II. Rye is on Daybreak 2 now. How far are they? I think they are safe to raid, but I'm not feeling it right now. Judy didn't raid anybody, so I can't even go raid whoever they raided. Ooh, we could raid Yenna. She is on Act 2 of Clair Obscure. Nah. I'm pretty sure, Crimson, you said earlier that you still want to play Clair Obscure, so I'm not going to raid into spoilers. I will, however, raid Rascal then. Raiding you, Rascal. Ugh, let's go show him some love. As always, we can use these two messages. Which apparently it doesn't matter if you're following or not. You still can't actually send the second one outside of my chat, which I feel defeats the point of having follower emotes, but whatever. It makes me sad. You all have a good night, chat. I will see you later. Bye, everybody.